recording.
Perfect.
And I'm going to share this presentation. Okay, welcome everybody. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, you're good, Melissa.
Getting a backtrack. Okay. All right, welcome to the Gut, Brain, and Adrenal workshop. This is the key to energy and clarity, and we'll kind of go over how balancing my adrenal glands helped me overcome postpartum exhaustion. So, hi, my name is Melissa Patterson. I'm a registered diagnostic medical sonographer, and I am also a licensed RTT practitioner, certified clinical hypnotherapist, postpartum holistic health and recovery practitioner, regenerative health and nutrition specialist, and I advocate for maternal health. So, I'm also an international best-selling author. What I do is I help postpartum nurses holistically overcome exhaustion, brain fog, and overwhelm to reclaim their energy and shed postpartum weight to actively enjoy motherhood. So this was me before, and this is me after. I was drained and depleted. So a few years ago, I felt drained and defeated, struggling to keep up with daily life and care for my kids. My mind was foggy. I couldn't focus, and my moods were all over the place, frustrated by the inability to articulate thoughts. Persistent bloating left me feeling very self-conscious. I didn't realize my gut, brain, and adrenals were out of sync. But once I learned how they work together, everything did change. My energy skyrocketed, brain fog lifted, and I regained focus and motivation. And I finally felt clear and in control again. So now I'm fully present for my family, living in the moment, free from the weight of past struggles. Sorry. Okay. So tell me in the chat, what is your biggest struggle? Energy, focus, or stress? So most of these symptoms are common but not normal. There's signs of imbalance in the gut brain adrenal axis. So this is designed for busy professionals facing exhaustion, mental fog, and emotional overwhelm. And why this matters? Well, your body has been through an incredible transformation, but exhaustion, brain fog, and mood swings don't have to define your new reality. Many postpartum mothers feel like they're running on empty because their adrenals, gut, and brain are not functioning optimally. So by the end of this workshop, you'll understand a crucial connection between your gut, brain, and adrenals. You'll also walk away with the practical strategies to boost your energy, clear brain fog, and restore your mood, all through simple changes that align these symptoms. Now, we'll learn how the adrenal health impacts your energy, hormonal balance, and recovery, especially during the postpartum period. This workshop will provide holistic strategies to restore adrenal function, reduce fatigue, and reclaim your vitality for a healthier, more balanced life. Adrenal health and why it's a problem. Adrenal fatigue affects more than just new moms. It impacts anyone under chronic stress, poor sleep, or overwork. And if this is left unaddressed, it can lead to long-term complications like hormonal imbalances, chronic fatigue, anxiety, and burnout. Now, here's a visual for you guys, the HPA axis. This controls your reaction to stress and regulates digestion, the immunity system, mood and emotions, and even sexuality. And here's what we will learn today. First, we'll go over the gut-brain-adrenal connection. This will uncover how gut, brain, and adrenal imbalances trigger fatigue, brain fog, and mood swings. Second, how your body responds to stress. We'll learn how chronic stress disrupts hormones and mood and energy. Third, the role of gut health in mental clarity and mood. We'll discover how gut health boosts mood, focus, and weight. And four, reclaiming energy, mental clarity, and hormonal balances. So where we're going to sustainably boost energy, clarity, and your postpartum wellness while prioritizing you. So, understanding the gut brain adrenal connection. So, our gut is the foundation of your health. This is the control center. And what is the gut's role? The gut contains over 70% of your immune system and produces 90% of serotonin, affecting mood and energy. It's responsible for breaking down the food you eat and sending nutrients and minerals to the rest of your body. So, poor gut health equals low energy, brain fog, inflammation, and hormonal imbalances. Now, the gut brain connection. It is a direct line of communication between the gut and the brain via the vagus nerve and biochemical signaling. A healthy gut microbiome influences neurotransmitters like serotonin, which is your happy hormone, and impacts mood and mental clarity. If your gut is out of balance, it can affect how you feel emotionally and mentally. And the brain, this is our regulator. And the role of the brain in regulating our emotions. This communicates through the vagus nerve, sending stress or calm signals. The brain controls your emotional responses, and having an imbalanced gut or overstressed adrenals can trigger emotional dysregulations like mood swings and irritability. If the gut is inflamed, the brain is in or fight or flight mode, leading to anxiety, depression, and fatigue. The brain, this leads to anxiety and depression, but it disrupts the delicate balance of your microbiome, sending signals to the brain that trigger a constant state of stress. This activates your body's fight or flight response, even when there is no immediate danger. The ongoing release of stress hormones like cortisol can heighten feelings of anxiety, contributes to brain fog, and lead to overwhelming fatigue. So as a result, inflammation in the gut can fuel a cycle of emotional distress, making it harder to feel calm, focused, or energized. And by healing the gut and reducing inflammation, you can break the cycle and help your brain shift from stress to a place of balance and clarity. Now, stress and the impacts on the brain. Stress disrupts brain function, leading to brain fog, memory loss, mood swings, and increased stress responses. Stress doesn't just make you feel bad, it can shrink parts of your brain responsible for memory and cognitive function. Over time, this affects your clarity and energy levels. So, this is how chronic stress impacted my life, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. 4 years postpartum, after 2 high-risk pregnancy and 2 kids later, I began to notice some trouble changes. It started with my cognitive decline, things like forgetting simple tasks, like grocery list, or struggling to comprehend basic text messages. I would have to read them multiple times just to grasp the meaning. Then came the blackouts. I'd lose moments sometimes not being able to recall events from just 10 minutes earlier. That was the scariest part, but I kept pushing it aside, convincing myself it was nothing. A year later, physical symptoms started. I began experiencing constant headache, and no matter what I did, they wouldn't go away, which led me to worry that maybe I had a brain tumor. Around the same time, my eyesight began to deteriorate. I began seeing white and black floaters in my eyes that made it hard for me to see. But I kept ignoring these signs, thinking I could handle it all on my own. Then the ringing in my ears started. Still, it was the blackouts that really terrified me the most. The turning point came in while I was driving home from the beach with my two boys, just 7 minutes from our house, which is something that we did almost every day. But on this particular day, I must have blacked out while driving. When I came to, I was disoriented and completely lost. I found myself in an area I didn't recognize, unable to recall how I even got there. I glanced at the boys and they were, smiling and happy. But right then and there, I knew I needed help. I finally went to my doctor, convinced I had a brain tumor that was causing all these symptoms. We ran multiple labs, imaging, and wellness assessments, but everything came back normal. It was beyond frustrating because I was finally asking for help and there was nobody that could help me or could tell me what was going on with me. Then my doctor suggested psychological evaluation. Coming from a medical background, I wasn't familiar with this territory and I had never considered therapy or behavioral health, but I was desperate for answers. So the psychological evaluation didn't mean I was losing my mind or had any mental issues. It involved an extensive 8-hour test to assess cognitive function and check for signs of depression or anxiety. So to my surprise, I passed with flying colors. The psychiatrist told me cognitively I was perfectly fine. In fact, my memory was above average. However, it was my short-term memory that was being compromised, which explained the blackouts and the sense of memory loss. The real issue was chronic stress. I was on the edge of anxiety and depression, but not diagnosed. So every symptoms I had been experiencing was stress induced. The result of being in a constant state of fight or flight, my brain had become overloaded and my frontal lobe was no longer functioning properly. Stress had taken such a toll on my body that it was affecting my memory and mental clarity. That was when I had my breakthrough. Stress was wreaking havoc on my body. I realized that I needed to take control of my health. So I sought out holistic healing solutions. I was referred to a wonderful holistic therapist who specialized in trauma and domestic abuse. That was the beginning of my healing journey. So we'll go over the adrenals. This is your stress responders and the energy supplier. What are the adrenals and why do they matter? Well, the adrenals glands sit on the top of the kidneys and it produces cortisol, adrenaline, and DHEA, which regulates energy, stress, metabolism, and mood. And when your body faces stress, your adrenals release cortisol to help you manage them. But when it's in chronic stress, your adrenals get overworked, leading to burnout, fatigue, and mood balances. And the impact of chronic stress can be if your adrenals are overworked postpartum, they can't produce hormones effectively. If you're constantly stressed, your adrenals don't get a chance to recover. This leads to fatigue, trouble sleeping, and feeling mentally drained. So, postpartum stress plus lack of sleep equals adrenal depletion, and then extreme fatigue, burnout, mood swings, and weight retention. So let me know if this is you. Do you have weight retention, poor sleep, extreme fatigue, difficulty concentrating, digestive issues, any joint pain or swelling, burnout, mood swings, and irritability? So here is a case study. Meet Vanessa. She's a busy mom of 3, homeschooling her children while juggling 2 businesses. Vanessa was running on empty and completely burnt out. She felt unable to think clearly or make decisions. Her confidence had hit an all-time low. She struggled to set boundaries for herself, and the constant demands left her feeling like she was failing her family and businesses. When Vanessa started working with me, we focused on small actionable changes that made a big difference. She regained mental clarity, set healthy boundaries, and her energy levels soared and her confidence. So Vanessa is no longer just surviving, she is now surviving. Here are 3 triggers of adrenal fatigue. Nutritional deficiency. stress, and toxins. So, how these symptoms work together: if one system is out of balance, the others struggle too, leading to chronic fatigue, brain fog, burnout, and other chronic illnesses. As you can see, the brain is connected to your adrenals, which sits on your kidneys through the HPA axis. And with that, is connected to your gut, and your gut is connected to your brain. So it just goes into this cycle. And if one is out of balance, then everything is not working. So if your gut is unhealthy, it sends signals to your brain. Then stress levels rise, affecting your mood and increasing cortisol levels. Meanwhile, your adrenal glands are trying to cope, but over time they become depleted, making it harder for your body to bounce back. So, how do adrenals affect postpartum recovery? And this also goes for anybody who has chronic um, uh, exhaustion. So, what happens to the adrenals? Well, during pregnancy, it demands high levels of cortisol and progesterone, and postpartum, there's a sudden drop in those hormones. So during pregnancy, the placenta produces large amounts of cortisol, but after birth, the body relies on the adrenal glands to regulate stress and energy levels. If the adrenals were already depleted during pregnancy from stress, poor nutrition, or lack of sleep, they struggle to produce enough cortisol, and the body struggles to regulate energy, mood, and metabolism. So, these are the symptoms for adrenal fatigue: sleep deprivation, stress, breastfeeding, blood loss, medications, autoimmune disorder, and poor nutrition. These can all further drain your adrenal reserves. So let's go over some of the symptoms, which is one is hormonal imbalances and mood swings. The adrenals influence the balance of estrogen, progesterone, and thyroid hormones. If the adrenals are taxed, postpartum moms may experience mood swings, anxiety, depression, or emotional overwhelm due to unstable hormones. And brain fog and mental clarity. The adrenal fatigue affects blood sugar stability and oxygen flow to the brain, making it difficult to concentrate or process information. So, postpartum moms with overworked adrenals may experience forgetfulness, difficulty focusing, and mental fog that feels debilitating. Weakened immune system and inflammation. So, cortisol helps regulate immune function, but when the adrenals are depleted, mothers are more prone to infection, colds, and slow healing. Chronic stress can also lead to inflammation, contributing to gut issues, joint pain, and headaches, weight retention, and blood sugar crashes. So, adrenal stress causes insulin resistance, making it harder to shed weight. And blood sugar imbalances lead to sugar cravings, energy crashes, and emotional ups and downs, further straining recovery. So here are signs of adrenal fatigue: waking up exhausted even after a full night's sleep, reliance on caffeine or sugar for energy, irritability or feeling easily overwhelmed, hair loss, brittle nails or skin dryness, brain fog, memory lapses or dizziness, low libido, and hormonal imbalances. So, how do we support our adrenals? Nutrient dense food. Focus on whole foods rich in B vitamins, magnesium, and healthy fats to stabilize energy and mood. Hydration and mineral balance. Adrenals need proper hydration. Consider electrolytes and trace minerals to support function. Rest and nervous system reset. Promote better sleep, deep breathing, and relaxation techniques to reduce cortisol overload. And gentle movement and sunlight. This helps regulate cortisol and circadian rhythm by walking outside. And herbal adaptogen support. Explore ashwagandha. rhodiola, and licorice root for natural adrenal support. When adrenals can't keep up, we experience prolonged depletion, difficulty losing weight, and chronic exhaustion. So how do you feel energized energy wise now? And have you noticed signs of adrenal burnout? Let me know in the comments if this is you. Yes, Vanessa. She says she's so glad that I no longer struggle with any of these symptoms. So if you are curious about your gut and adrenal health, I've created a quick quiz for you to take. All you have to do is scan this QR code. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. And if you have a phone, you just take a screenshot. If you are on your computer or your tablet, all you have to do is go on your photo and point it to the QR code, and you'll see 4 little brackets, and then it'll show up a link, and it'll go straight to the quiz. And this quiz is again for anybody. You don't have to be a postpartum mom. You don't have to be a woman. This could also be for male. Let me know if you guys all already did it, and I will move on. Okay, so let's take a moment to do a simple exercise to reset your nervous system. This is one of my favorite things, and I share this with my clients quite a lot. So, oops. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, hold on, let me, not, okay, we'll start that later. Um, okay, it's gonna keep rolling. I thought I could stop it from going, but this is the 4-7 breathing technique, which aims to regulate your breathing, and it also helps with sleep. So if you're having trouble sleeping, you can do this, or if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can actually do this, and it takes less than a minute to do. It involves breathing in for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 7 seconds, and exhaling for 8 seconds. What I like to tell everybody is to do 4 reps twice a day for at least 8 weeks consistently. So you do it as soon as you wake up, and you do it right when you go to bed. And the best way to do this properly is when you breathe in, you're going to close your mouth, and you're going to breathe in right through your nose, and you're going to inhale, and then you're going to hold it for about 7 seconds. And when you exhale, the best way to do this is to put the tip of your tongue all the way up to the roof of your mouth, closest to your teeth, kind of like when you say L. So you put it all the way up to the roof of your mouth, and then you're gonna make sure that your mouth is like on a O circular motion. And as you breathe out, that's how you do it. So you put the tip of your tongue on the top of your roof of your mouth, and then you breathe out slowly. So I'm gonna turn this back on so it does it, and we'll get started. Why it's not letting me. Hold on, guys. Okay, we're gonna take a deep breath, and then we're gonna blow it out first through your mouth, all the way through, and breathe in through your nose. Hold. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale. So this helps with anyone who has anxiety or just really overwhelmed. It's the best, fastest way to re-regulate your nervous system and calm your entire body down. It helps slow down your heartbeat, your circulation, your blood flow. So it's really, really good to do. Again, I recommend doing it twice a day, 4 reps, 4 in the morning, 4 at night, for at least 8 weeks. And then after 8 weeks, you can bring it up to 8 reps if you want. But continue to do this every single day, and you will see a big difference on how you handle situations and stress. If you've never done it before and it's your first time, you'll probably feel a little bit lightheaded, which is normal. And the more you do it, obviously, repetition, practice makes better. Eventually, it'll just get really easy for you. I wanted to share a quick adrenal healing smoothie. This, and make sure that everything is organic when you do this. You just put a half a banana, which it is gentle on your adrenals, half a cup of wild berries. This is your antioxidants. 1 tablespoon of almond butter. This has your healthy fats for blood sugar balance, and 1 scoop of plant-based protein, which supports your recovery. Sometimes I just use either chia seed or hemp seed to add to that protein. And then 1 teaspoon of coconut oil for sustained energy, and 1 teaspoon of bee pollen, nourishing. This is your nourishing B vitamins, and 1 cup of coconut water or almond milk, and blend to and enjoy. So we're going to go over the role of the gut health and mental clarity and mood. This is so, so important for our overall health, because our gut, like I said, is our control center. It controls everything. So if your gut is not where it needs to be and it's not functioning optimally, then you will start having these symptoms. So let's go over this. So how is the gut controls our mood and energy? The gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, which regulates our mood, focus, and relaxation. So poor gut health equals neuroinflammation, which triggers brain fog, anxiety, and fatigue. And these are most of your gut disruptors. Processed foods and sugar, which is gives you blood sugar crashes and energy dips. Inflammatory foods. This triggers your brain fog and mood swings. Caffeine overuse overstimulates your adrenals, which gives you burnout. Chronic stress reduces stomach acid and nutrient absorption, so you can't absorb all the nutrients that you are trying to feed your body. Antibiotics and medication can damage gut microbiome. And poor sleep. This will delay gut healing and hormone balances. Glyphosate. This is the hidden threat to your gut. It is everywhere. It is sprayed in our agriculture, it's in the air, it's in our food. It's also been found in umbilical cords and breast milk. It is truly everywhere, and you can't get away from this. And how this harms your microvilli. When your microvilli is damaged, it reduces surface area for nutrient absorption. It creates leaky gut. It weakens your tight junctions, allowing toxins into the bloodstream, and microbiome imbalances. It kills beneficial bacteria, leading to dysbiosis. This is an imbalance where your harmful microbes outnumber beneficial um, bacteria, and neurotransmitter disruption. This lowers serotonin and dopamine production, affecting mood and energy. So, healing the gut is essential for mental clarity, stable energy, and balanced hormones. To support your gut, support it with probiotic and prebiotic. Prioritize gut healing foods like bone broth, fermented food, and fiber rich vegetables. And reduce exposure by washing produce thoroughly and supporting detoxification. So, your body is designed to heal. You can achieve victory over your symptoms and conditions when you address the root causes. Here are 3 steps to reverse chronic fatigue and balance hormones: essential nutrition and gut health, mindset, and cleanse and detoxification. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Step 1: nourish your adrenals and gut. Use food as medicine. Program your body to heal versus inflame. Consume anti-inflammatory foods. One size does not fit all, and strengthen your immune system. So think about what foods are actually inflammatory to you. Second, rest your nervous system and reduce stress by deep breathing, just like what we did. The 4-7-8 technique is a calming stress um, technique that you can do so easily, less than not even a minute. Grounding, walk barefoot to recharge and relax. And gentle movements, yoga and stretching for detox and adrenal support, or just take a 5-10 minute walk outside. And 3, optimize sleep and restore energy. If you sleep before 11 p.m., this prevents cortisol spikes, reduce blue light exposure, which helps reset circadian rhythm, and nighttime routine with herbal support for better sleep. When you prioritize your gut and adrenal health, you experience better sleep, reduce stress, and have sustainable energy. So this is the essential nutrition and gut health, just so you could see visually. Normal gut looks like this. You have all the good bacteria, everything is nice and tight, and when you have food particles come through, your microvilli is working properly and it grabs onto the nutrients from the food and it disperses it everywhere. Now, this is what a leaky gut looks like. The junctions are not tight and your microvilli is not working properly. There's no protection there. And so any toxins or viruses or bad bacteria goes through the junction and goes straight to your bloodstream, which, you know, becomes symptoms happens. And that's where all chronic issues really depletes us. This is with pathogens, poor diet, toxins, stress, alcohol, and smoking. Smoking can cause leaky gut. Now, cleanse and detox. Like I said, with glyphosates, we are exposed daily, and excessive chemical loads is linked to autoimmune and other diseases. So healthy gut microbiome supports detoxification. Your body is actually made to detoxify. That is what our liver, our kidney, all our detox pathways are meant to get rid of toxins and chemicals out of the body. This is what I love being in the medical field. I understood human anatomy and understanding how it works from the inside. And in becoming a holistic health practitioner, everything just kind of worked well, understanding what's going on with our body physically and knowing some of our emotional symptoms and everything that we believe in our mind can cause all these ailments as well. So if we don't balance everything, mind, body, and soul, then we are completely out of balance and we're going to feel like something is always missing. Now, recognize and avoid toxins as much as you can by eating organic and detoxifying your body. These are just everyday toxins in our lives. Water. Our water is no longer pure and natural. It has all the chemicals and toxins in it. Our air is not pure anymore. Hair products, things that we clean with, those have so much toxins that we are inhaling, putting in our body, cleaning with, and it really affects us, our guts internally. Obviously, microwaves, it has radiation, makeup, your phone, and poor nutrition. These are all the detox pathway that I was telling you guys about. Your lungs is a detox pathway, your skin, your liver, kidneys, lymphatic system, and colon. When none of these are working properly, then everything starts to just break down. And that's where you start having chronic pains, fatigue, symptoms, or even diseases. Stress management and mindset. We're going to go over a little bit about how this affects our entire body. So we're going to go over the autonomic nervous system and how stress is poison and ways to soothe. So autonomic nervous system is ANS. This is the body's automatic regulator. It is responsible for involuntary bodily functions such as heart rate, digestion, breathing, and stress responses. It operates automatically without conscious effort and is divided into two main branches: sympathetic nervous system, SNS, which is your fight or flight responses, and then your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest, digest, and heal responses. So both systems work together to maintain balance, homeostasis in the body. But chronic stress, poor lifestyle habits, and trauma can cause imbalances, leading to long-term health issues. So let's activate your parasympathetic nervous system. So chronic stress equals disruption to the natural balance of your health. Belly fat and weight gain, anxiety, brain fog, inflammation, leaky gut, immune system and suppression, and food intolerance and allergies. When you have chronic stress, this circles all around and everything gets affected. So let's talk about stress as poison. Stress can be like a slow acting toxin when it becomes chronic, affecting both mental and physical health. It increases cortisol levels, leading to anxiety, depression, and irritability. It also causes inflammation, digestive issue, and hormonal imbalances. So poor sleep quality and energy depletion. So over time, unchecked stress contributes to chronic illnesses such as heart disease, autoimmune disorders, and metabolic imbalances. Recognizing stress as harmful force allows for proactive management and healthier lifestyle choices. I working with cardiovascular with doctors, stress was always the number one killer, is what do we call it? It's a silent killer because it really truly affects us our overall health. So ways to soothe is by finding balance and regulating your nervous system. And this is through mindfulness, spiritual practices, bathing, diffusing essential oils, reading, journaling, dancing, listening to music, light exercises like yoga or walking, and acupuncture and massage. These are all common challenges and pitfall to healing. Conventional treatments don't reduce or eliminate symptoms, they suppress them. Trial and error is expensive, challenging, and time consuming. It can lead you to overwhelm and with conflicting and misleading information. And again, one size does not fit all. So, lasting transformation requires consistency and accountability, and transformation does not happen overnight. So, to remove the barriers and transform your health, you go from nutritional deficiency to essential nutrition and focusing on your guts. So this is where I am today. Looking back, I can see just how much life has changed for me, not just on the surface, but at the core of who I am. I've done the deep healing, reprogramming old beliefs, nourished my body with real whole food. And yet, for the longest time, something still felt off. No matter how much inner work I did, I still felt depleted, exhausted, and like I was running on empty. Then I uncovered a missing piece, the powerful connection between the gut, brain, and adrenals. It wasn't just about fixing my mindset or eating well. I had to restore my hormonal balance and truly support my nervous system and gut health. That's when everything shifted. Today, I wake up feeling alive and not just getting through the day, but feeling balanced, strong, and grounded. My routines haven't drastically changed, and my responsibilities are still there, but I have changed. My perception of life has transformed. Instead of constantly feeling like I'm catching up or drowning in the exhaustion, I now have control. I have energy. I have time for myself. And the difference, I'm no longer just managing life. I'm actually fully living it. So I'm going to share some testimonials here from real people and real results. I want to share a real story of transformation. This is Carly. She's a salon owner and hairstylist who, like so many of us, was carrying immense grief and trauma while trying to keep up with life and business. She was stuck in survival mode, constantly prioritizing others while neglecting herself. Opening up felt impossible until she found a space where healing could truly begin. With my guidance, Carly set small, intentional goals and began shifting from survival mode to self discovery. She uncovered deep insights, rebuilt her confidence, and found emotional balance. Today, she feels empowered by the challenges she faces, knowing she's supported every step of the way. In this safe space, she can share both her triumphs and struggles without fear of judgment. Carly's journey is a powerful example that when you create room for healing, you experience true transformation. Now, let me share Arcisha's story. She's an ultrasound technologist who was struggling with weight issues, bloating, constant exhaustion, and intense cravings for sweets. She knew she needed to make a change, not just for her health, but to prepare her body for an embryo transfer and to ultimately have a baby. But before working with me, she felt stuck and unsure of where to start. With my guidance, Arcisha began making intentional, sustainable changes, and the results have been remarkable. Her digestion has improved, and she had no more bloating and discomfort. She no longer craves sweets constantly, and her appetite has balanced out. She's even noticed improvement in her body odor, a small but impactful change that signals that her body is detoxing properly. In just 5 weeks, Arcesia lost 11 pounds and has more energy, clarity, and emotional balance. Most importantly, she's been able to reduce her blood pressure medication, something she never thought possible. Arcesia's transformation is proof that with the right guidance and support, real lasting change is possible. She feels empowered, more confident, and truly on the path to healthier life. Here is Jessica's story. She's a working mom who was on the verge of giving up. When we first met, she was in tears, hiding in her closet just to find a moment of alone time. She felt disconnected from her children, overwhelmed by life's challenges and burdened with guilt for not being as present with them. And finances were causing significant stress in her life and marriage, and she wasn't sure where to turn. Jessica was searching for a way to turn things around. After working with me, Jessica's life took a profound turn. She's deeply grateful for the support she received and continues to be amazed at the results. She says, "I'm truly amazed at how this really works. I'm so grateful for all the changes in my life, and I'm thankful there are people who care about helping you succeed. It's been life-changing for me." She now makes more time to prioritize herself and her family. She ensures they all share meals together, creating quality time that's brought her family closer. Jessica has been drastic. She has seen drastic changes in her children. They are happier, and the energy in her home is more positive. A year later, Jessica reached out to tell me how she's continued to receive blessings and is now building her dream home, something she never thought possible before working with me. Her life has transformed in ways she never imagined, and she's filled with hope and gratitude. As Jessica puts it, "Thank you, Melissa, from the bottom of my heart. You're changing lives for the better." Now, would it be helpful to continue this conversation and offer you some guidance and accountability? If so, and that resonates with you, I created a 5-day refresh challenge that you can sign up and join. And how that works is all you have to do is register by scanning a QR code or go to innertranquility.life/free challenge and enter your name and email. You will receive a confirmation email, and when the challenge starts, you will receive a daily email with a short video describing the topic of the day, along with an invitation to practice each topic. It's pretty easy, and it's all in the comfort and privacy of your home. So if you really want to improve your energy, sleep, mood, mental clarity, pain, gut health, the free 5-day refresh challenge is a great start, and you will start to experience many different changes, and it's a great way to start a habit. Again, you'll have your daily videos, you'll have support and accountability, some recipes and tips and resources, and you can have a chance to win prizes and a private consult. So all you have to do is register and scan the QR code, or you can go to innertranquility.life/free challenge. So if you're interested in contacting me, if you have any questions at all, you can reach me at npatterson@innertranquility.life, or you can go straight to my website at innertranquility.life. And I also have a private Facebook group, Postpartum Holistic Health and Recovery. You can also reach me there, and I give some tips in there, some recipes and resources. So if anybody else has any questions, we would love to open it up, and I believe she will come back to end and close this.
I'm here, Neliza. Does this session go till 5:30, or are you taking questions for the rest of the time?
Taking questions.
Okay, so let's open it up for questions. Excellent information, and thank you so much, Neliza.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone for being here, and I appreciate your time, and I hope that this was valuable for you and it was, really helpful. And to me, as being in a medical field, understanding what is happening in our body physically, I feel will give us a more informed decision on how to move forward with how we want our health to be. And we are in control of our health. And that's what we really, really need to know and understand that everything that's happening to us, we are in control of it. Coming from somebody who had such terrible postpartum recovery, trauma birth, and experiencing brain fog that never lifted, exhaustion, thinking that I did everything. I was very healthy. I ate clean. I thought I did everything until I really truly understood the connection in everything that comes with us, our mind, our body, our spirituality, and the insides are also interconnected. And if we're not taking care of something, if we're not taking care of all of it, then we're always going to feel like we're missing something, missing link. And so, like me, I was going through so much thinking that I did everything. I did all the healing work, but something still felt like it was missing. And it was really focusing on my hormones and my guts. And when I started detoxifying, eating even healthier, finding the best food on the planet, and really replenishing my body with the right foods and nutrients, I started feeling like I was alive again. I started waking up. I started feeling better. And every day I'm just ready to tackle the day. And again, like I said, nothing changed in my life. My daily tasks stayed the same. My my responsibilities stayed the same, but me and how I looked at life was so much different. And that's all it really takes. So if anybody has any questions, I would love for you guys to hop on and unmute yourself, and I'm here to answer them right now.
If somebody's still thinking through their questions, I just wanted to put name and face together. Hi everyone. Sorry, I had a bit of a trouble starting this particular link earlier today. And my name is Vai Haridas. I am the president and founder of Arva Yoga. And like I promised, at the end, I'll come back and provide a little bit more information on Arva Yoga. We are a nonprofit located in Bucks County, and we offer free wellness and yoga related workshops and sessions through the year. And professionals like Melissa, very grateful to you for sharing your time and expertise on this platform. And we'll definitely send your contact information along with the recording to everyone who attended or had registered for this workshop. So Arva Yoga, in addition to offering these free wellness and yoga related workshops, we have a few signature events that happen through the year. And two of the events are a sari run, where we raise money along with another nonprofit for women's causes. Till date, we have raised close to $35,000, and that have gone to 4 different nonprofits, all working in the space of women's education. So that's one. And then the second initiative is a yoga event that also happens in person. This would be the second year of hosting the yoga festival. It's going to happen on June 21st, which is the International Yoga Day. And we have several local yoga studios and teachers offering back-to-back yoga sessions free for the community for 3 hours on a Saturday morning. So do take advantage of all of these opportunities. And last but not least, it's not an event, but it's something that we have started doing starting last year, and we expect to continue moving forward. There is a yoga scholarship that is available. The application is online. Last year, we gave out $300 to a yoga teacher who wanted to pursue her further education for yoga. So just take a look at the website. If any or all of these opportunities are of interest, more information is available there. Again, I'm Vai Haridas. My email address and phone number is also on the website. And if you have any questions about Arva Yoga, I can take them. If you have any questions about the amazing gut health and adrenal and brain connection that we just heard about, I'm sure Neliza is still ready to take those questions. Should we say we should give out an award for the first question? There has to be one question with all of the material that Neliza shared. Neliza, you are on mute. So I don't know if anyone else is on mute and you're also speaking.
Yeah.
So check your microphones.
Yeah, I had to unmute myself. Yeah, you're right. If anybody wants to ask the first question, I would love to give you a gift. So, yeah, ask away. I'm right here. This is the time to really ask me. And, if you have any thoughts or just anything that you really want to ask me, I'm right here. I'm keeping this space open for you so I can answer any questions that you may have. I know a lot of people don't like being on, so you don't even have to put your face on there. Just ask me either on the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask me there.
Okay. Going once, going twice. Should we do that? It looks like there are no questions. Maybe we can send the information over and then people can reach out or maybe take advantage of your 5-day challenge. And oh, there we go. We have one question. Preeti is saying, do you mind sharing some detoxifying?
That is a great question, and I would love to, but that is the time that I would love to really do I give out a free 15-minute consultation where we sit down and talk about what's going on with you, where you are, and what you're looking for. There's many different ways to detoxify your body, obviously, and there's several ways to really support your body, and working with a practitioner or a specialist who can walk you through detoxification is what I would recommend rather than just actually doing it yourself. Lemon water, warm lemon water, it also helps with your adrenals and it will help rebalance and open up some of your detox pathway. That's one thing. Ginger, I mean, so many different type of food you can really use, but depending on what you are looking for and what you need support on, again, that's the only time that you really, really need to talk to a specialist or a practitioner to really understand. How can we check to see if our gut health is improving? There's many different ways to check to see if your detox pathways are open. One thing, if your kidneys are filtering properly, so you can check at home. You can pee in a jar and see if your urine is clear or if it has any particles. Now, cloudy means normal. Clear means not, because when it's clear, that means that your kidneys are not filtering, and that's part of your detox pathway, and we want to filter those out. Again, your colon, when you are using the bathroom, you want to make sure you kind of watch your bowel, what it looks like, the consistency, how often you actually go, and what it looks like. Is it pebbly? Is it hard, or is it watery? I mean, just depending on all that, that's the best way to see if you are your gut is improving properly. And you'll start to feel good. You'll start to feel energized, and your clarity is improved, and you can just think better and properly. Thanks, Vanessa, for being here. Okay, my 11-year-old is experiencing abdominal pain and has loss of appetite for over 2 months now. has lost 8 pounds of weight. All blood tests and stool tests are normal. Any advice and recommendation? Okay, I don't know who iPhone is, but I would love to have a 15-minute discussion with you on this with your 11-year-old, because there's a lot of things that I would love to discuss and like ask you questions. Obviously, this is not the time to talk about it, but I would love to sit down and have this conversation with you. I'm gonna put it in the chat, my calendar, so you guys can, if you want to take action now, this is the time to go ahead and book your free 15-minute call. And that's where we can go over your history or your child's history, and we can work through that. So let me get this for you guys real quick. Sorry, I'm fine.
Now, Liza, I put down a question too, which is about my daughter, and she developed lactose intolerance. So, is this something that could be related, of course, to the gut also? And is this something that is reversible?
Yes, yes. Actually, my son was lactose intolerance from the beginning, and he every
Uh-huh.
time he ate like even dairy, like cheese, he would end up going to the bathroom or throwing up. When he was little, he was constantly throwing up if he had any type of dairy whatsoever,
Mhm.
excessively. And then as he got older, he just ended up having like diarrhea and just really upset stomach. And now, because I've helped him through his nutrition and detoxified his body, we're detoxing his blood. He's actually able to eat cheese without even anything. Like, it's not even affecting him at all. So most
Okay.
definitely that is let me find,
So gotcha. Okay.
so let me get I'm gonna put it on the chat for everyone here. This is my direct calendar, and you can just I suggest that you guys go on there so you can really utilize the free consult that I do give. And we can get a lot done in 15 minutes, because then I can really understand your health, your history, your lifestyle, and knowing what it is that you really, really need and what kind of support you need. Because sometimes I might not be able to be the one to give you the support, but I do have a network of holistic healers, that are a part of my community that I could possibly recommend you to if I can't help you. So this 15-minute is really, really helpful to get you guys to understand where it is that you need support on. Sometimes I could just recommend some products for you guys. But again, I think the 15-minute consult, let's utilize that, because I really want to help you and support you, and you might have more questions that I can answer better at that time, and we can be one-on-one.
Thank you, Melissa.
Okay, awesome. Let's see who asked the first question, because I said anybody who asked the first question will get a free gift. So, Preeti, I think we have your email, and I will send you a free gift because you asked the first question.
I actually just meant it as a joke, but thank you, Melissa. I didn't quite expect you to actually give out a gift. It was a proverbial thought process
I
that
love giving resources and I love giving gifts. So that's why, I do give my time and my busy schedule to give that 15-minute free consult, because it is the best time to really get to know what it is that they need support on. And I love to help anybody as much as I can. Obviously I'm not trying to get you to sign up with me, but I do have resources that I can either help you or somebody else. Just like I don't know who iPhone is, but just like that person who has their 11-year-old, again, if we go over the health of your child and I see that like I have something to help him, I'd be more than happy to. If not, I have a network of professionals that I can recommend you to.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any other question?
Yeah. I wanted to know, you do have their email so I can get a hold of that and then send her.
I suppose, I think so. But Preeti, since you're here, why don't you let's see.
Yeah, I do have my email sent to you. I mean, I
Yeah.
registered with my email.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we can find you and we can definitely send you your. I'm very
Yeah,
curious now.
that's not necessary, Nelisa, but I appreciate that.
I'd love to
Exactly.
send it to you. I'm actually I give it out and it's really, so I'm gonna just tell you, it's something that I worked on really, really hard. I know that when you do journaling, you can buy journals out there and it's only like a week long. This one I put together for a whole 30 days to really, really help you get used to writing your emotions down, understanding everything that's going on with you. It has questions, so you don't have to think about it. And it's really, really a great support for any type of issue that you may be feeling. And at the end of the week, there's a reflection that you can do. And again, you know, there's so many questions there that it's super easy to just follow instead of just figuring out like what am I going to write in a journal. So it's I would love to give it to you so you can actually have it. It's usually like $60, but you know, I'm gonna give it to you as a gift because you were brave enough to ask a question.
Awesome. Excellent. So thank you so much once again, Eliza, for that. And I guess there are no more questions that at least I can see in the chat. And none of our, Susanna, you have unmuted yourself. Not sure if you wanted to go ahead and ask a question. We do have the time.
Oh, no, that was an accident. But thank you so much for the presentation.
Oh, of course. Okay, wonderful. So then in that case, we will be wrapping up here once again on behalf of Arva Yoga. I would like to thank you for your wonderful presentation today, sharing your insights and also being gracious with your time for extra question and answers. We'll be giving your time back the last 15 minutes here and signing off on behalf of Arva Yoga by Haridas with a session reminder. It's on Friday of this week. We do have a chanting session with harmonium that's going to be presented by Kedar Nafade. March 21st, I believe that's the Friday. It's the World Poetry Day, and so we thought, why not celebrate it with a chanting session? So do take advantage of that and many other sessions in April as well. And we hope to see you on a future Arva Yoga session. Once again, on behalf of Arva Yoga, thank you all and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Neliza.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll stay on so that whoever wants to grab Neliza's calendar